Hello, hello, hello. What's up? It's your girl Twan the Mystic from housemystic.com. Hello and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, what's up? I am Twan the Mystic. So, in today's reading, we are talking all about basically, what you're currently manifesting and when you can expect it. All right, so go ahead and light your incense and light your blunts and light your candles because we're about to get real deep with this reading. And if you love deep, accurate, insightful readings, definitely keep watching and definitely hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you're updated every single time I try something new, okay? So go ahead and pick the picture or the number you feel the most drawn to, and I will see you at your corresponding timestamp. Hello, hello, hello. Those of you that chose pile number one, let's get into your reading all about what you're currently manifesting. So, we're going to be talking about what you're currently manifesting. Well, yeah, like basically what you're currently manifesting, and then just some more details of what is coming up for you. But then we're also going to see when you can expect it. Like, is it in a couple weeks, a couple days? We'll see. All right, so let's get into it. All right, and also if you want to book me for a reading, or you want to join my membership, or you want to buy any of my art, or get my money oil, that is below, okay? So yeah, let's get into it. So, love. Oh, wow. Okay. Love. So for some of you guys, maybe you're currently trying to manifest love. And maybe it's not just like love, like romance, because maybe you're not necessarily even looking to date right now, but you're wanting to live a life that you love. You're wanting to create an everyday life and lifestyle that you love. Like, not something that you feel like you have to escape from, that you're struggling, that you're, you know what I mean? So it's not just the love of someone else, but the love of your life. Like your actual life, not the love of your life, but the your own life, like the love of your own life. You want to live a life where, when you're on your last breath, that you're like, yeah, I lived. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's what you are currently maybe wanting to manifest for yourself. But I do feel like with that, it could, include love. Because, of course, who doesn't want to love someone? And have someone love you, of course. But it's not just that you want to make money doing what you love. You want to live in a house you love. You want to have a body you love. You want to be with a person you love. Like, it's just giving, like, you want to live from your heart space. That's what you're currently manifesting. Maybe you're intentionally doing this where you're like, this is the type of life I want to live. Or it could just be like subconsciously where you're maybe finding certain things falling apart, or even if it's not like something that happened that was forced on you, like where it's falling apart, maybe you are taking the initiative to part ways with people or places or things where it's like, I don't really love this. Like, yeah. I wonder if some of you guys have Leo or fixed in your chart, because Jupiter is going to be in Leo. I would even say the mutable signs too, but Jupiter is going to be in Leo. June, is it in June or July? I think it's in June 30th. And then Uranus, I think it already moved to Gemini, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, like the mutable signs and the fixed signs, which Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio. Wait, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus. Okay, yes, you're creating a lifestyle that you live, or that not that you, well, yeah, that you live, where you're like, I'm really living, not just surviving. I'm living, and I feel like that's what you're currently manifesting for yourself. So yeah, I love that for you. So yeah, let's see what else. 8 of Pentacles. So I feel like, wait, let's see. Yeah, thank you. We have Five of Cups. I feel like you're not happy with your life. Maybe it has something to do with your work or your money or your where you live or the state of things right now in your life. I don't know. But what's so interesting is that this Five of Cups is like these cups have fallen, but there's these two cups that's still here. There's these two cups that are still here, but then we also have the Eight of Pentacles here. Or I just realized there's two pentacles right here, like the two, So it's giving that like whatever has fallen apart, it's like, yeah, whatever has fallen apart, there was still something gained from it. Like them relationships where you're like, wow, that was a waste of time, but you still gained a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Or like you maybe worked at a job where you're just like, okay, yeah, I actually hate this job. You gained certain skills. It's something like that where spirit wants you to remember that. But this Five of Cups and this Five of or Eight of Pentacles, it's like these cups have fallen. But then this card over here, she's building. So it's like you're not at a completely, if you're, okay, what I'm trying to say is if you have to start over with something, or you're feeling like you have to start from scratch for something, or maybe you lost something, like you ended a job or you ended a relationship. I don't know if there's something that ended that was a disappointment or something that's currently disappointing you. I don't know. Basically, Spirit is trying to say I don't even feel like you're starting from scratch. I feel like Spirit is trying to let you know you're not starting from scratch somewhere. Like there is a way. It's almost like maybe something got knocked down, but not all is lost. That's what I'm trying to say. Not all is lost. I feel like I just rambled for a little bit, but I hope y'all understood what I was trying to say, that all is not lost. If something fell, if something didn't work out, not all is lost. And it makes me think of how we're moving into a 1 year, which this reading is timeless, but I am making it right at the beginning of 2026. And it is a 1 year, and that can have to do with starting over, but I feel like you're not starting completely over where it's like for example, if you lost a job or something, you've gained skills that you could take to another job. You know what I mean? Or if something happened, you learned a lesson where it's like, yeah, I know not to do that. I don't know. I hope you get what I'm saying. Anyway, let's get into the rest of these cards. So yeah, Two of Cups and the Hierophant. Yeah, bro. And if you know what the Hierophant looks like in traditional tarot, there's usually two people right here, and it almost usually looks like people getting married because this is the priest. So for some of you guys, you really are manifesting commitment, like marriage. Like an actual, even if it's not marriage, like a committed relationship that will maybe lead to a marriage, or that will be long term or something like that. You are manifesting that. And I also feel like you're manifesting commitment, not just in love, like with a person, like commitment to doing what you love. That's funny. Is my phone ringing? It sounds like well, I don't know. I feel like I be having this phantom. I think it's called like phantom. I forgot what it's called. Oh no, it's because my phone vibrated. Okay. So I did hear. I was like, am I hearing things? But yeah, you are manifesting commitment not only with like love with a person, but to live a life that you love. And I feel like you're going to be committing to yourself and being like, you know what? I'm going to put my all into doing what I love. And that's why I wonder if some of you guys, oh, that's so funny. I have a shirt on that says, I love me. That is so funny. So I'm wondering if some of you guys like really do have Leo in your chart. I know I talked about the fixed signs, but I'm wondering if some, oh, and we have Taurus right here. Or did I mention the fixed signs earlier? I thought I did. I've been doing so many readings today, I'm just jumbled up. I don't remember. But some of this is sounding like what I said in a current fixed sign reading, but it's for my membership. So if you want to check out my membership to get your 2026 predictions, that is below. Or if you want a personal one, that's below as well. Yeah. So anyway, I feel like you are manifesting a commitment, like a committed relationship, and no longer not following your heart. That's what we're getting at here. Okay. Anywho, bro, we literally have healing heart. Healing heartbreak, toxicity, or addiction, abusive relationship. Yeah, I literally said some of you guys could have been going through a breakup or having to let something or somewhere or something go. You had to let it go. And maybe some of the things have to do with addiction, and maybe not even addiction to a substance. It could be like addiction to relationships, addiction to worry, addiction to self-sabotage, addiction. Like there's something that you're working through here. But I definitely feel like you're healing your heart. You're working on healing your heart. And the fact that we have love in healing heart, like I really feel like there's been a lot of things in your life that has broken your, I was about to say your little heart, your big heart. You have a big heart. And I feel like you're about to get someone that matches that big heart, or it's like you're getting recognition or opportunities or something that matches the passion that you have for something. Okay? Chemistry, look, attraction, spark, passion. You can't, oh my goodness, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. I literally just said the passion that you have for something. There's something that you're so deeply passionate about. And it could even be something that you've always wanted to do. And maybe you haven't even gotten the chance to explore the passion, but maybe something falling apart, or for some of you guys like having to walk away from a job or something falling apart draws you into this certain passion or this business idea or like a career path or something like that. Or it could even be for some of you, sorry for the pause. For some of you guys, it's like you have a passion for attraction, like things having to do with manifestation, self-help, things like that. And I feel like you are going to be someone that gives this information to other people, and maybe you don't realize you're currently manifesting that, but yeah, you have a life purpose that involves like teaching people about attraction, manifestation, and creating a lifestyle that they love as well. Okay, so we also, I'm sorry. Can y'all tell I'm passionate about this? Yo, love. Bro, you can't make it up. And then my phone just lit up. And there was someone commenting 888. And that number is associated with attraction and realizing your power. So I feel like you're doing more of what you love. You're doing way more of what you love and following your heart, even if it looks kind of crazy to other people. Okay, so withdrawn, wow, single, lonely, solitary. Very interesting. So for some of you guys, you really are going through a breakup or like experiencing something where you are low-key having to go through it alone. But then I'm also wondering if with this showing up and then we have love right here, you're also not alone. Maybe Spirit wants you to remember that you're not alone, and maybe you are going to start, or maybe you're starting already to see signs of how your ancestors, your angels are with you. But yeah. All right, so let's see as far as like when you could possibly expect these manifestations to happen for you. Bro, the fact that we said let go, it says let go. I'm telling you, I knew that for some of you guys, it was like you walking away or you had to let go of something, something ended. Yeah, it's already happening for some of you guys. It's already happening. So I feel like this is Spirit trying to say like that's your first sign that is coming in because you let go of something. So it's coming in, you're attracting it. And then meditation brings answers. It's just like with this withdrawn, it's making me think of how you're having to spend a lot of time alone. Maybe with you spending this time alone, it's giving you the space and time to really listen to what Spirit has to say, what God has to say about what's next for you. Because you're going through maybe some of you guys are going through some type of 12th house transit, but it's making you, I don't know, there's something going on where you're spending a lot of time alone possibly, and it's because Spirit wants you to be in meditation. Maybe even for some of you guys, it's like you find yourself waking up like in the middle of the night or early as hell, and that's because Spirit wants you to meditate and like meditate on your life, actually. Like meditate on like what you want your life to look like. Okay? Soulmate, twin flame, the fact that we have 2 of cups, you're manifesting that. You're manifesting the energetic matches to like what you love. Come on. 111, 1111. It says new beginnings, make a wish. Your thoughts are manifesting into reality. What did I say? July. So there could be something significant about July, or maybe you were born in July, or something that happened in July, or wasn't I talking about Jupiter in Cancer? I mean, not Cancer, in Leo. So maybe you're going to be maybe you have Jupiter in Leo in your chart, but some of you guys are I don't know. Something about July could be very significant about maybe with and then we have March. So maybe you're going to be manifesting something by March, or you're born in March. But this is also making me think marching to the beat of your own drum. Let go of the past. I'm telling you, we let go. You had to let go. And right now, maybe currently you don't see it, but you letting go is making room for something that's so much better for you. And then we have make the effort. And I feel like with make the effort, that is Spirit saying like, maybe like doing these meditations, or you having to let go, or maybe you working on something specifically. There's like some type of action that Spirit has been telling you to take, and it's like, do it. All new everything. Come on. All new everything. A few days. Bro. Thank you, Spirit, because I'm like, I don't know why, even though this is July or March, I am making this in January. I'm like, I don't feel like this is in March, or like something that's far from you, I feel like you let something go and something is quickly about to manifest for you, and you're gonna start seeing either signs of it in a few days, or these maybe these past couple days you've been seeing signs, but I feel like you're gonna be seeing something's gonna be appearing in the next couple days where you're just gonna be like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I did make the right decision. And then we have Blessed by Glorilla. Come on. This is giving blessing in disguise. Whatever you let go of is a blessing in disguise, okay? So, yes, that was your reading pile number 1. If it resonated with you, let me get some heart emojis in the comments. Make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell so you're updated every single time I drop something new. If you want to tip me, if you want to join the Mystic Collective where I post daily collective readings, astrology readings, all that type of stuff, all that exclusive content is over there, okay? Also, if you want to book a reading, if you want to buy art from me, if you want to follow me on social media, if you want to buy some of my money oil, that information is below, okay? I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace. Hello, those of you that chose pile number 2. Let's get into your reading all about what you are currently manifesting. So we're going to talk about, what you're currently manifesting, all the details and all that other stuff. And then we're going to get into, like, when you can expect this manifestation to, like, manifest, come to fruition. So, let's get into your reading. So, and also if you want to book me for a reading, if you want to join my membership, the Mystic Collective, where I post daily collective readings and other types of content, that information is below. If you want to follow me on social media, get some of my money oil, that is below as well, okay? So let's get into it. So, transformation. So I feel like what you're currently manifesting is like for your life to do a complete 180, because maybe you feel like you're stuck in a cycle. You keep ending up in a repeating cycle, maybe. Maybe you keep experiencing the same things. Maybe you keep running into the same type of person. Maybe it's just like, I don't know, just something that keeps repeating in your life, and you are at a place where you are going to be transmuting that. Because, like, is this? Yeah, that's fire right there behind her hands. Yeah. Y'all can't really see that, but this fire. And it's like you are ending a cycle. I feel like you're manifesting the end of some type of cycle in your life. Even if currently you feel like you're still in that cycle. Because maybe currently you're saying to yourself, oh my God, here we go again. But you are, I think, getting to the root. You're getting to the root of how can I explain this? It's like you're getting to the root of what is causing this cycle. You're getting to the root of what keeps, like, making this cycle repeat in your life. All right, so let's see. Oh, and it's so funny. This card fell out the deck like it just fell out, but I'm just like, damn, should I just add it? But I was like, yeah, I'll just add it. It's the High Priestess reversed. And with this High Priestess reversed, I feel like with you feel silly for trusting your intuition. And I feel like that's what gets you stuck in a cycle. That's what gets you stuck in the cycle. Because I feel like your intuition will tell you, like, oh, maybe this person is not right for you, or this is not right, or you shouldn't do this, or you should maneuver like this. And it's like sometimes you feel silly for trusting it because you're just like, oh, or maybe sometimes it's like it's telling you and it's not what you want to hear. Maybe it's telling you something specifically and you're just like, oh no, and you just brush it off. No. I feel like you are realizing that more and more, and you are using it to transform your life by stepping out on faith and trusting your intuition, even when it's like it's something where you're, having to step out of your comfort zone, or it's something you don't want to hear. Like, for example, like I was talking about, like, let's say your intuition told you, oh, don't be friends with that person, but maybe you like overlooked it because you're like, oh, nah, and maybe even your intuition is very subtle, where you'll get like a certain like feeling or like a certain and you just overlook it. I feel like you're currently realizing that you should stop doing that. That you should really stop doing that, because you're low key like overlooking what your intuition is trying to tell you. Like, oh, and that's so funny that my phone just lit up, because I wanted, maybe it's the sign I should tell y'all the story, but I won't. It's not too long, but basically I was dealing with someone before, and it's like every time they would hit me up, or like, well, first of all, there was a certain dream I had, but then every time they would hit me up, my heart would like, I feel a bit of anxiety, and I'm just like, oh, my heart, oh, no, that's anxiety, bitch. That's anxiety. Like, not even like, oh my gosh, it's a crush. No, that's anxiety. Because your nervous system is like, alert, alert. Mm-mm. And it's like, I remember hearing that before, something I watched that said that when you experience things like that, it's not butterflies, bitch, that's your anxiety. And I was like, oh, no, it's my anxiety. No, or this is just butterflies. No. Trust it. If your gut or your body tells you something, trust it. Okay? And I feel like that's what you're manifesting, like more trust in your body or the signs or something. And I'll even tell you this, the reason why I'm even bringing this up is because literally it made me start to reflect on all the times my body said no. This is not your friend. This is not your person. Because even this one time, there was someone else I dated a while back. And it's like, it didn't get far at all. It didn't get far at all. But my body was telling me, because I just got these weird shivers. I know it was a little cold that day and I forgot a jacket, but these type of shivers I had, it was weird. I had this weird shiver and I got this weird taste in my mouth, and I'm like, And it wasn't until like when I started talking to him about stuff and then realized, okay, he kind of is weird. that my body was trying to tell me, girl. So basically I'm trying to say, listen to the signs. And I feel like you're going to start getting more confident in listening to the signs. Oh man, we have Queen of Swords. Yes. And Queen of Swords is funny because she's air and water. And that makes her extremely perceptive. Because she will listen to her intuition when she's feeling a threat. Because look at her with the sword. Look how she holding that shit. Like when she's experiencing or noticing a perceived threat, that is, she, like, I feel like Queen of Swords has learned to, I wanted to say weaponize her intuition, not weaponize, because that's, I don't know, is weaponize the right way to say that? But it's like realizing that her intuition never fails her. It never fails. And see how that clicked back on like that? I don't know if y'all can hear it, but her intuition never fails. So I think she's like, I think that's what you're manifesting, more confidence in yourself and your intuition, because it never is wrong. The World and the Hermit. Yeah, with the World and the Hermit. Yeah, well, one, I definitely feel like, you're ending the cycle of not trusting your intuition, but I feel like you're ending, what you're manifesting is ending cycles. Like I said, that's funny because the World, yes, you're ending toxic cycles, you're ending self-sabotage, and I feel like you're really ending not listening to yourself and your intuition. Because there's something here about your intuition that just is so on point that you need to give yourself more credit for it. When you like sit back and reflect on all the times your intuition has said, oh, do this, don't do this, do that. Come on now. And I also feel like if this has something to do with a person as well, like maybe ending a toxic cycle with a person, yes, that could even be something that you're manifesting. Ending a toxic cycle with a person. You could also be, we'll need to see what else comes out, because I also feel like, especially because you're ending toxic cycles, I feel like there are going to be people that try to come back to maybe test your boundaries, but there could even be people that come back that are actually ending toxic cycles within their own life, where they are, and like, and that's funny because this came up in, I don't know which reading it was. I've been doing so many readings today, but you will know if this is for you. Okay? Because I feel like there could also be someone that maybe is ending toxic cycles in their life, and because they're ending toxic cycles in their life and you're ending toxic cycles in your life, or whatever, it's how you guys will be able to come together. But like I said, you'll know if that's for you, okay? Because I'm not saying to go back to someone that's toxic, or, you know what I'm saying? If if your intuition is telling you that no, they did not change, or no, this is not worth saving, that's, that toxic cycle should end. But there's, for a few of you guys, where you could be rekindling something with someone, or like you're manifesting that, and y'all are gonna have like some type of important talk or something like that. I don't know. All right, so let's see what else. Okay, the Dragonfly, lighthearted and adapt, finding out and change, things coming to light and heal. Yeah, things coming to light. That's your intuition. And wait, let me see what else. Loyalty, trusting, believing, or trusting, reliability, believing. That's making me think of what I literally said, your intuition. And I feel like maybe right now you're in this hermit mode, on this journey a little bit, where you're spending time alone. This came up in another pod, but spending time alone, or maybe just been reflecting more or something like that, that's making you realize like, yo, my intuition be on point. Why don't I follow it? Why don't I trust it? Why do I take, why do I, you know what I mean? Or maybe just realizing, oh, this is what my intuition was basically telling me all along. So yeah. And then also with things coming to light, Maybe for some of you guys, things coming to light, it has to do with a certain person. Like, maybe finding something out about them, or maybe someone, like I said, someone possibly ending a toxic cycle in their life, or I don't know, something where they are revealing something to you, or spirits revealing something about someone to you, or someone is revealing something to you. Distance reverse. See, thank you, Spirit. Because I feel like for some of you guys, this is somebody you're manifesting someone back into your life, and maybe you didn't do it on purpose. Maybe you didn't do it on purpose because for some of you guys, you don't even want this person to come back. It's just like a done data. But maybe it's like, maybe spirits allow you to see something to let you know, like, you didn't miss out on this, or maybe even them trying to come in and beg and you're just like, nope, and maybe, I don't know, that's satisfying for your ego, I don't know. Or it could literally be someone coming back actually changed, or maybe out of a dark period of their life because they were experiencing some type of, I don't know, transformation in their own life or something like that. But I feel like that's for a select few. Anywho, I also feel like distance and transformation, it's making me think that, especially because distance is reversed, I feel like right now is you're currently breaking a cycle. It's like you may feel like, oh man, I'm still in this cycle or something like that, but you're currently ending some type of cycle or stagnancy or something that you may have been experiencing in your life. Okay, so let's see, when can you expect these things to come in? I don't know. To me, I already feel like it's happening already, because I feel like even if you're currently still in a cycle, it's like you're currently like, nah, oh my God, here we go. Like, I can't believe I allowed this again, or this happened, something. But, we have not the right time. And big happy changes. And see, this not the right time is very interesting, because it's literally making me think of, like, for some of you guys, like I said, it's for a select few, that someone in particular, it wasn't the right time for them or the right time for you. And that's why you and this person had to separate.
Something went wrong. Please try again.
Nothing, Siri. Okay. That's weird. Hold on. Okay, sorry. What the fuck? I don't even know how that happened, but you see how that... Y'all are my witness, okay? Y'all are my witness. Y'all saw that or heard that. They literally said, something went wrong. Please try again. For some of y'all, I really, really feel like you and someone will be trying again. And like I said, this is for a select few. And that's what I was about to say with this not the right time. And even how it interrupted me, I'm like, what the hell? The fact that it said not the right time, it's literally giving, like, for some of you guys, you and someone met up and it just wasn't the right time. And now is the right time. Because then we have big happy changes. Because it wasn't the right time, but things will be turning around between you and someone. Or it could even be not the right time as far as maybe there was a repeating cycle in your life. And maybe, you didn't notice it. Because maybe some of you guys are beating yourself up for realizing that you were in a repeating cycle. You're currently beating yourself up or something like that. Or you're noticing something kind of keeps repeating in your life where you're like, oh, here we go again, or this is kind of taking place again. It's like the reason why you kept experiencing it, it was, first of all, it wasn't the right time for you to maybe realize it was the cycle or realize your intuition was telling you something, because maybe you had to be in this cycle to learn something. You have to be in this cycle to learn something, to be like, I'm pinpointing how I got here. So it's one of those. But and then my phone and then my phone just lit up. All right, that's funny. That is so funny. I just got a text from an old friend that is a Cancer. Is he a July Cancer? I don't know, but that's funny because we have July in Cancer. So Cancer season could be significant. We just had a full moon in Cancer, so maybe something with that could be significant, where you yeah, maybe there's something with the full, like there's something that just recently happened with the full moon in Cancer. Not saying that this is a timeless reading, but yeah, something can be significant about right now, the full moon we just experienced, or if you're watching this at another time, the full moon that we had, or whatever full moon you're experiencing, you're about to experience. There could be something significant about that, but we have a blank one, so it's giving blank slate. So it's definitely giving that you're at the end of a cycle, and even if you feel like still in the midst of the storm, I feel like this is your sign that it's the end. It's the end of a repeating cycle in your life. Okay? And then we have Gemini. So maybe a repeating cycle also in your life is something having to do with your mind. Maybe something having to do with your mind and how you think, and maybe how you organize yourself, how you the choices you make, and your intuition. So it's definitely making me think of, like, as far as the choices you make is usually based off of intuition. So, but Gemini season could be significant as well, or a day where the moon is in Gemini. Artist. Okay, so maybe some of you guys are manifesting some eyes on your art, people talking about your art, or big happy changes having to do with, like, the things you create. Let's see what else. You're manifesting. Oh, something happened in December that was significant, and maybe that was the end. Like, maybe there was some huge changes that happened in December, and that's right at the end of the year, and then you're starting off the new year with a blank slate. And I feel like December was the end of a cycle. Now that it's January, you're starting a whole new, like a brand new life. Okay? Marriage. Very interesting. Very interesting. Maybe some of you guys are manifesting marriage. Maybe someone that's loyal, that makes the effort. And maybe at the time, if you were in a repeating cycle with someone, maybe you were stuck in that cycle to realize what you don't want when it comes to a relationship, or maybe if it has to do with between you and someone, you and this other person had to get right before y'all could be in a serious relationship. Okay. Anywho, so yes, that was your reading pile number 2. If it resonated with you, let me get a moon emoji, because your intuition is very powerful. Okay. So if you want to book me for a reading, you want to follow me on social media, you want to join the Mystic Collective, where I post daily collective readings that are, exclusive for the membership, and other types of content that is below. If you want to get some of my money oil or some of my art that is below as well too. Okay, I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace. Hello, hello, hello. Those of you that chose pile number 3, I almost forgot. Pile number 3. This is your reading all about what you're currently manifesting. So first we're going to talk about, what you're currently manifesting and all the details. Then we're going to get into like when you could possibly expect this manifestation to play out. Okay. So, all right, let's get into it. The first card. Wait, was I gonna? No, I don't think I did that. Okay, look, accept help. Okay, so I feel like with this first card, what you're currently manifesting is more support, more help, more help. And I feel like less loneliness or something. Because you see how she's over here, almost like she's in fetal position. But I mean, of course, she's sitting up. But I feel like you're going to start meeting more people that's like on the same wave as you. So this could be that you're currently manifesting some partnerships. So this could be like brand deals and collaborations. Or this could be like an important contract. Maybe, yes. Definitely manifesting some type of like important contract over what? Okay. I was about to say over the next 6 days. Okay. I don't know what that means. So maybe for some of you guys, 6 days is significant. An important contract, maybe something coming up this week or something. We'll see what the actual cards say. But yeah, the next 6 days I think could be really significant regarding some type of contract. You're going to be able to sign some type of contract. And I also feel like with accept help, it's giving like you're getting the help you need. So like maybe if you were like, oh my God, how am I going to make blah, 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 blah happen? Bloom, or I said bloom. Oh, bloom. You're going to be blooming, but I meant to say boom. Boom, there it is. Like you'll find it right there. Wherever, like whatever you need, it's going to pop up for you. Whatever you need. And then we have 7 of Cups reversed. And the Devil. Yeah, I feel like you're going to realize you have options. And that you have connections. Like, I feel like you're going to be making connections. And I don't just mean romantic. I know romantic kind of came up in one pile. But I don't mean just romantic. Like, I feel like you are creating better, like powerful alliances with people. That's what you're manifesting. If you felt alone, or maybe, and even if even if you're someone that like creates content, or you make music, or you do something in particular where you're just like, okay, I'm super niche. No one really, I don't know if people really vibe with me like that. Yeah, people are going to be vibing with you, even if you're super niche. Like, I feel like some of you guys are about to have like and take this with a grain of salt, like, because I don't mean like in a crazy way, but some of you guys are about to have like a cult following. Like, and when I say cult following, I do not mean that you're starting a cult. I do not mean that. But it's giving, like, for example, like, I don't know why Supreme is coming to my head, that clothing line Supreme, but think about Supreme. I mean, I'm not super into Supreme, so I don't necessarily wear it, but when you think about Supreme, don't you think about like a whole lifestyle? And how, especially in like the early 2010s, people and their freaking Supreme, like, it was almost like you had to have the Supreme shirt with the Supreme hat, and you got these certain type of shoes on. You know what I'm saying? It was like a certain look. And not saying that that's what you're going to be doing. Oh, maybe for some of you guys that is what you're going to be doing, because maybe something about your look or your aesthetic is going to become like a trend or something. You're going to start your own trends. But I feel like for some of you guys, like you're creating your own cult following where it's like you're going to have ride or die fans. And I don't mean in that toxic way, not in the toxic way, but I feel like people are really going to vibe with something that you create. So that could be content, that could be music, that could be art, that could be clothes, that could be whatever your business is or your career is. For a lot of you guys, I feel like it's a business. I mean, I want it to fit for everyone, so it could be like some type of job. But for some of you guys here, I feel like it's definitely something having to do with a business. Okay? Very interesting. My nose keeps itching. I feel like that's usually confirmation. So anyway, Page of Cups and the Tower. Okay, so I feel like you're manifesting some type of help suddenly, or some type of like opportunity very suddenly, where at first you're going to kind of be like, oh, I don't know. And it's going to be exactly what you need. And even how this says accept help, you're at first going to think like, oh, I don't know. But it's going to be exactly what you're looking for, exactly what you need, and exactly what you want too. Like, for example, if it has something to do with like a move or something, you're like, oh, how am I going to be able to afford this and blah, blah, blah. You end up finding something like exactly in your budget. You know what I'm saying? Or like, I don't know, but you're getting help. It feels like it's from the divine, but it's also giving that it's people that are going to randomly like pop up in your path, like on your path. And that's so funny because I had to plug in my laptop, but the fact that I just knew to plug it in, like I didn't even, I was like, hold on, I think this needs to charge. And then I plugged it in and I looked and it was like, yeah, that was very low. So it's definitely giving that it's like there's someone coming in with exactly what you need. This could even be, even if this is not a person, this could be something coming in that's exactly what you need. Like maybe the certain amount of money. Maybe there's a certain amount of money that you want, or there's a certain amount of money that you need, and it's like coming in out of nowhere. Like both of these cards have to do with like shocking. So it's definitely giving like some type of shocking thing that happens where you're like, oh, well, this came out of nowhere, but this is exactly what I needed. Like some of you guys could be like winning money or getting some type of like important contract, some type of like, yeah, I think I was talking about people coming into your life. So, well, not I think, I know I was saying that, but I don't know if I said contracts, but there could be some type of important contract or some type of offer that's coming in where you're just like, yo, this is exactly what I needed. This is perfect. Old school, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So, let me see something. Okay, so Sword and Rose, clarity and truth, revelations, honor, protection, determination. So you could also be manifesting the fact that but you realizing the outdated thinking or outdated way of doing things. And for some of you guys, the outdated way of doing things could possibly be you working alone and just doing things by yourself. And it makes me think of how currently Pluto is in Aquarius and it's going to be there for a very long time. And the first thing that came to mind when I thought about Pluto and Aquarius is how there's strength in numbers. There's power in numbers. And I feel like that's the vibe of Pluto and Aquarius, because haven't you noticed it's like people are aligning themselves with maybe sometimes not some of the best people, but for some people they've been aligning with great people. Like it's all about who you're aligning yourself with, because you're like I feel like a lot of us are going to start realizing like it would be better if we work together. you know? So yeah. And maybe if you had a strained relationship, that could also be something that you're manifesting an end in, like as far as maybe the relationship was strained, but you and this person become cool again, y'all start talking again, or something like that. um Bluff, pretending, mask, exaggeration. Very interesting. So, what's interesting? I feel like with this bluff card, I feel like what you're manifesting is you taking this mask off. And not saying like, because I was going to say, not saying it in a negative way. Well, yeah, not saying it in a negative way. Because I think it's like you wear this mask of like, oh, I got this. I can hold everything together. I can do this. I can do that. Like, not saying that you're not strong, but I think what you're manifesting is more people to see this vulnerable side of you and being like, you know what? I should help. Not in like a damsel in distress, like, oh my goodness, you're just so helpless. No, it's more so people are going to be realizing, like, goodness, I need to really reach out to pile three because they be having a lot on their shoulders or a lot be going on. Like, I'm definitely feeling like the more vulnerable you are, the more you're going to get the support you need. Or like the more, like, basically closed mouths don't get fed. And I feel like you're going to start realizing that more and more. Like, I'm sure the saying and everything, but I feel like you are releasing this need to be independent, and not in like a you're just gonna be so codependent on people, but more so like, don't be afraid to say, hey, I need help, or hey, I'm not doing well mentally, or hey, could you help me with this? Can you give me information about this? Can you do this? Like, to get more information. Like, if you need the information. But I feel like you're getting out of the energy of blocking people out. I feel like you tend to block people out. And maybe you've been currently trying to manifest like more maybe real relationships. Like, maybe you want more of your tribe, like people that are like you, like-minded people around you. Or maybe you have currently been saying like, oh, I feel kind of lonely, or I just be by myself. Like, I feel like you're being like pushed by your intuition to reach out for help, or to say, hey, I'm not doing so well, or hey, I'm like, I don't know. I feel like you're being called to be more honest about your feelings. That's what I'm trying to say. Be more honest about your feelings, and maybe with accepting help, that could be you, like, yeah, telling people, hey, this is what is going on with me. Or maybe even for some of you guys, this has to do with like going to therapy, or maybe like doing research about something, like some type of ailment, or maybe going to the doctor, or something where it's like you are I don't know, like feeling more open, like just being more open to being vulnerable. Okay, so when can you expect some of this? I know with y'all's, this was a little like more emotional than like something tangible. Well, I did talk about people. There could be contracts or something, but this is definitely making me think that like you showing more of yourself is what's gonna bring more real people towards you. Especially if you feel like you deal with fake people, maybe if you feel like you deal with fake people, or you deal with I don't know. Ugh, my phone's ringing, y'all. I'll have to call them back. But if you feel like you deal with fake people, or like people being, I don't know, or feeling lonely, like there's something that's going to be forcing you to share more of yourself, because that's when you're going to meet people that show their real selves. I hope this makes sense. I hope this makes sense. But yeah, let's see when you're going to be manifesting these things. Oh, wow. Perfect timing and no need to worry. And that's funny because the other pile that I was referring to had not the right time. And we had perfect. And I talked about, okay, so y'all were drawn to another pile. And within that pile, I talked about, for some of you guys, the timing was off between you and someone. Yeah, the timing was off between you and someone, and maybe you guys were both wearing a mask, because maybe you each had some life experiences going on that maybe you didn't want to share. And I think you and someone are about to link back up or reveal some things. It's something like that. But for some of you guys, I really feel like it's more so you revealing yourself to people that can help you. That's why I'm like, is it therapy, or maybe just talking to a friend? But I feel like the more vulnerable you are about your feelings, it's like and not in a like, oh, I'm just so vulnerable, but in like a, being real, like not putting on a front, not, oh my gosh, I really hope I'm not pissing y'all off with trying to explain this, but I don't know, some of you guys have Cancer in your chart, or we have Capricorn. There's something about you always have to wear like a mask or a brave face or something like that, and I feel like there's certain things happening in your life that's forcing you to not do that, to stop just wearing this brave face and just be like, oh, I'm fine, nothing's wrong. Tell people when shit is wrong. Okay? I feel like that's what you're manifesting, and maybe it's because you've said, I feel so alone, or there's so many fake people in this world, or there's I feel like I can't share my feelings with people, or I don't know, but there's something that's making you take off a mask. You need to take off a mask. But I picked that up kind of with other people, or the other pile, where I felt like for some of you guys, there's a relationship in particular where you and or this person was wearing a mask because maybe there was something that they had going on in their life that they didn't want to let you in on. So maybe that it was not the right time for the relationship, and maybe things are coming back around. But like I said, that's for a select few. But for some of you guys, yeah, this is you not wearing a brave face. Stop trying to wear a brave face. And then with this perfect timing, it's making me think, because I know I did say, oh, this part is supposed to be about the timing of everything. I feel like perfect timing, we do have Capricorn right here. So Capricorn season could be a time, like a time frame that some of these things are manifesting. And it's funny because it makes me think of a Capricorn friend of mine, and was talking about how Capricorns do that thing. Well, I said this too, like Capricorns do this thing where they are a lot more emotional than they let on. They're a lot more emotional than they let on. And we just had that full moon in Cancer, which I feel like maybe the Capricorns, but a lot of people reveal their true feelings about things, whether it's like revealing it to other people, or maybe revealing certain things to yourself, like being truthful with yourself. But yes. And for some of you guys, this could also be like doing things just to show face. Well, not show face, but like doing what's expected of you. I feel like that's another thing that could be a thing for you guys, like doing what's expected of you. I feel like you're being forced to stop doing that now. Stop doing what's expected of you and stop like hiding yourself or doing things that has to do with like your reputation, where it's like, oh, maybe I'm supposed to be with this type of person, or if I'm supposed to have this type of job, I'm supposed to do this and that. Like, yeah, Spirit is saying to dead that. We have 999 endings, beginnings, step into your purpose, closure. And that makes me think of what I said as far as like doing things just to do things. Like, start doing things that feel purposeful to you. I think that's what you're being called to do. And then blank slate. That's definitely giving a blank slate. And I feel like that's definitely giving taking off the mask, not wearing a mask. Protect your energy. Haters are lurking. And you know what? I feel like this is the energy you were in. And that's why you've been the type of person that's in your shell, not telling people things, because maybe there were times where you've asked for help and people laughed in your face. You know what I'm saying? December. Okay, so that came up in that pile I was talking about. So December could have been significant. December, I mean, I'm making this in January, but maybe December of this year will be significant, or the December that just passed was very significant, and maybe it was the perfect timing for something to accept help. I don't know. Gift and a curse, Meg the Stallion. She is talking her shit in that song. We also have Virgo, an important contract offer. Thank you. Because literally, I said some type of contract could be significant. So, yeah, that was your reading, y'all. I don't want to make this too long because we're already at 22 seconds. Minutes. So that was your reading, y'all. If you want to book a reading with me. Oh, wait. If this resonated with you, let me get a lightning bolt emoji in the comments. And if you want to book a reading with me, if you want to follow me on social media, if you want to get some of my money oil, if you want to get some art from me, if you want to join the Mystic Collective where I post daily collective readings, that information is below, okay? I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace.